George Webb celebrating their 65th anniversary. Famous 6-for-5 deal. If the crew scores 5 or more runs in this game, you'll get 6 burgers for $5 until midnight tomorrow at all George Webb restaurants. Coco Crisp is in there to lead things off against Yovani Gallardo, who will face the Oakland A's for the first time in his career. Coco Crisp has had a good series. He's 5 out of 10, including a home run. Comes in at .297 with 6 home runs and 22 driven in. John Jaso is in the on-deck circle. He's due next. Here's the opening pitch today. A swing and a foul back. And it's 0-1. One strike. Coco Crisp stepping out for a moment, now back in there. Here is the one strike offering, a swing and a bouncer hit to first. That's easy for Betancourt, and Coco Crisp is retired. Opening game, he had a home run in his first at bat. Last night, single and scored in his first AB. Today, he's retired on that little ground ball to Betancourt. One up and one down. Here's the catcher, John Jaso. .261 for him with a home run and 15 driven in. And the pitch, good for a strike. Hunter Wendelstedt is calling the balls and strikes today. Jaso from the left side waiting. Here comes Giovanni's 0-1 offering, and that one a little bit high and inside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Still time, still room for you folks. Always a good day inside of Miller Park. Giovanni kicks and delivers, and he's got the outside quarter. Good sinking fastball that time at 89 miles per hour. 66 beautiful degrees inside Miller Park. Still cool outside, 58 degrees. Overcast, little rain from time to time. The 1-2 offering is outside missing, and it's 2-2. New sign from Lucroy. Giovanni rocks back and delivers, and that one missed knee high off the inside, and it's a full countdown. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gallardo trying to even his record at 5-5. Earned run average is over 5 for Yo. Here he comes. That's lined past Francisco in the left field for a base hit. 3-2 fastball. He went the other way. Here comes Cespedes. Yoenis. He's had a good series too. 5 out of 10, including a pair of home runs. One on for the Oakland A's with 1 man out. Cespedes average climbing. The A's leading hitter a year ago. Been laboring a little bit here in the early going, although he does have 11 home runs. Here comes Giovanni, and that one's right on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Right-handed batting Oakland left fielder. Gallardo sets. Here he comes. Swinging a bouncer, hit to short. There's Segura to Gennett for one, and the relay in plenty of time to double up Cespedes. That one goes 6-4-3. Segura handled that one nicely. Gave Gennett a nice easy toss, and they turn it. Another Charter Communications double play ball. That for the Brewers is number 46 on the year, and the A's are finished in the opening inning. Year-old veteran right-hander. Been around a long time. And still throws hard at 40. Matter of fact, his last outing, he threw a shutout against the White Sox. Deals a strike 0-1. Nori waits. Here he comes again. Right back with a fastball, and it's 0-2. That's basically what the Brewers are going to see today from this guy. Fastballs, one after another. Every once in a while, he'll spin one on you. But for the most part, his best work comes off the gas. There it is. Looping liner, speared by Jed Lowry, up into the air to pull that one down, and Aoki dejectedly walking back toward the dugout. One up and one down. Here's Jean Segura. He's 1 for 9 in serve. Still hitting a very respectable .341. 7 or more runs in any inning for the Crew is a Menards big inning. That would make Nancy Saporsky from Sheboygan the winner of a $1,000 Menards gift card. Visit any Wisconsin Menards store to enter. Segura fouls one out of play. One strike. And the pitch. That one missed, blown away. Bartolo Colon is a beefier version of Mariano Rivera. of the Yankees. Swinging a foul. He got inside on Segura that time. Colon is 5'11". He weighs about 265 or 70. Mariano Rivera with that big cut fastball, basically all that he throws. And for the most part, this guy is fastball one after another. There's another one, and Segura fouled that one. That was his best one tonight, or today I should say, at 93 miles per hour. He's in that 89, 88. That's the sinker that he'll try to pitch in tight to the right-handers or down and away on the lefties. But he can run it up there at probably 95 from time to time. He's winding, and here it is. Segura bounces one right back in front of the mound. Bartolo Colon can't find the handle on it, and Segura's going to have an infield base hit. If he picks it up and handles it cleanly, he throws out Segura. But he bobbled it, and it was too late. Now Carlos Gomez. If you like to hit fastballs and you like batting practice, this is the kind of guy you like to hit against, only it's up there at a little extra speed. Quick throw to first, and Segura's back. The other thing about Bartolo Colon, for a guy who throws as hard as he doesn't have a big extended windup. He kind of throws more like a catcher. Another throw over there, and again Segura's back. He takes the ball back behind his head a little bit, as a catcher does when you take that baseball back and you get about the ear area, and that's when you start your forward movement. That's the way Colon is. Swinging a drive into center by Gomez, way back. Coco Crisp, and he got the ball. Here's Segura around third. He'll score. Gomez held up by Eddie Sear at third, and the Brewers have the lead. Coco Crisp got a glove on that ball at the wall in deep left center. He couldn't hang on to it, and Gomez is aboard with a three-bagger and an RBI, and the Brewers lead 1-0. Gomez, who scored the winner last night all the way from first on that gapper hit by Betancourt. He was flying high last night, and he's right back in there today. Here's Lucroy, infield up for the A's. Now Colon ready. Here's the pitch to Lucroy. That one dropped low and away. Said a moment ago, if you like to hit fastballs, if you like a little quicker version of batting practice, this is the guy, Bartolo Colon. He's 6-2 on the year. Here it is. Lucroy, jam job ground ball, hit to third. Donaldson picks that up and throws him out. That's the sinker. 88 miles per hour. Got right inside on Lucroy and jammed him. Now it's Logan Schaefer. 246 for the Brewers left fielder today. Betancourt due next. 1-0. Big runner out there at third in Gomez. Take a 2-out base hit down to get him home. Here comes Colon bunting third base side. Good idea. He had Donaldson playing back about even with the bag. If he gets it down, Schaefer's got the speed to beat those out. One strike on Logan, and now Donaldson comes up about 4 or 5 steps. Now backpedaling. Cologne ready. And the pitch. Schaefer took one inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on Logan. Bartolo Colon came to the big leagues way back in 1997 with Cleveland. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Look out, Logan, off the inside, missing. He's pretty much been the same as he always was. Hard thrower, cutter, sinker. 2 balls on a strike. And the pitch. Schaefer is swinging a miss. Took something off on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Been with the Indians, Montreal, way back in '02, White Sox, Angels. Ron Renicky talked about him on his pregame show today as a member of the Angels. The 2-2 pitch. Schaefer took that one high, and it's full. He's been with the Yankees. Been with the Red Sox. Three balls, 2 strikes. Jaso the sign. And the pitch. Schaefer a swing and a miss. Boy, he really tied up Schaefer on that one. And gets the strikeout. It's his 43rd strikeout on the year. Brewers get a run though. 2 hits featuring that run-scoring 3-bagger by Gomez. We have completed 1 now from Miller Park. Brewers 1. Portions of our broadcast today are brought to you by Miller Lite. Grab your friends, bring your IDs, and if you're 21 or over, it's Miller time. With great beer comes great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Giovanni Gallardo has a 1-0 lead, and his opening pitch in the second drops a little bit low, and it's ball 1. Jed Lowry, Josh Donaldson, and then Seth Smith. Smith making his first start in the series. Check swing strike, and it's even. 1-1 on Jed Lowry. 3 hits in 8 previous trips in the series. Gallardo working from the windup. Here he comes, and that one is a strike at the inside corner. There's that little sinker. Starting off the inside to the switch hitting Lowry, and then it comes back to grab that inside corner. Ball 1 and strike 2 on him. Giovanni rocks back. Here it is. And a check swing on a changeup and a dandy. Josh missing down low and away. Lucroy the sign. Here comes Giovanni, and a swing and a foul popping away from Luke. 27-year-old right-hander Giovanni Gallardo, his 13th start of the year today. Last time out for him on Friday at Philadelphia. That was an 8-5 Brewers win. Snapped a 4-game losing streak for Giovanni. Coming back 2-2, and he missed inside. It's full up now, 3-2. Outfield slightly to pull for Lowry, and here comes Yo, and that one's hit on the ground to Segura. Near second. Nice easy hop for Gene Segura. He throws out Lowry. There's one up and one down. Here comes Josh Donaldson, the third baseman. And the pitch. Donaldson took one a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. Philadelphia Phillies are in here tomorrow, starting a big 4-game series. From the windup, the right-hander deals, and he missed low and away with a bender that time, and it's 2-0. Gallardo here at Miller Park. 20 games over 500, 41-21. And the pitch, swinging a fly ball into right center, not deep. Gomez is there and makes the grab. The aid of that double play ball hit by Cespedes in the opening inning. Gallardo has faced 5. And here comes Seth Smith. All right. Smith is in there. Here comes Yo, and he missed off the outside. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 men around here in the A's half of inning number 2. Play him dead pull. That one dropped low. Segura playing almost behind second base. Scooter Gennett about a step on the outfield grass. Betancourt at first, about 6 feet off the line. Now the windup and the 2-0 offering. That's a check swing and a strike. 2-1. Smith has faced Giovanni Gallardo previously. 1 out of 10 in his career. The pitch, swinging a bouncer wide of Gennett, but he'll get there in plenty of time to pick it up and throw him out to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, and at the end of an inning and a half, it is the Brewers 1, the A's nothing. Leads off the second. Juan Francisco is next, and then Scooter Gennett. And the opening pitch in the second is good for a strike. Colon, who pitched a 5-hit shutout in his last start against Chicago. Here's the 1-strike offering. 2 strikes and nothing now on a fastball right down the middle. First American League pitcher to pitch a shutout at age 40 or older since Curt Schilling. Back in 2007, a swing and a foul by Uni B. Still nothing in 2. Colon has a couple of shutouts this year. Shut out the Red Sox back in April. That was at Fenway Park, too. A's won that one 13-0. And then that last start against Chicago. Betancourt swing, kind of a, defensive swing on a high inside fastball. And he's gone. Little roller hit to Brandon Moss. 1 up and 1 down. Juan Francisco is coming up. Colon's 2 shutouts. The most in a season by an Athletics 40-year-old since a good friend of mine and teammate Jack Quinn did it back in 1928. Francisco bounces up along first. Moss has that one too. 2 up, 2 down. Now, I've watched Bartolo Colon pitch many times, and of course in the years prior to the Brewers moving to the National League, got a chance to see this guy a lot. He was always kind of hefty and always a hard thrower, though. He could run it up there, and he was durable too. Two men are out, 1-0. The Brewers have the lead. Colon walks around like everything really hurts him. He doesn't move real fast. That one down low and outside on Scooter Gennett. Yeah, everything is real kind of deliberate and slow, and don't worry about it. I got it. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a strike. Even now at 1-1. Takes to the mound very slow, walks back to the dugout at a leisurely pace. Gennett is swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 with 2 outs. But he gets the job done. And the pitch. Swinging a pop fly, foul, and out of play. Ball 1, strike 2. Giovanni Gallardo is due next. Here he comes, and that one is high and off the outside corner. There's one at 94. Now he can reach 95. Not bad for a 40-year-old, right? Really ought to be playing slow pitch softball. I like this guy. He's a gamer. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul again by Scooter. He takes the ball. But again, when you watch him walk around, Joe, it looks like everything hurts him, right?
Yeah. But he's able to throw strikes, And
he sure does.
Kind of a marvel.
Yep, we saw him this spring, too. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swinging a foul again by Scooter Gennett.
You're talking about 40-plus-year-olds who have thrown a shutout. I think Phil Niekro is still the oldest If I
was he about 40, 42, 43? He might have been older than that.
Yeah, I think maybe in his mid-40s with the Yankees. But he was a knuckleballer. That's a lot different.
A little different, yeah. 2-2. Swinging a foul again by Scooter Gennett.
He wasn't throwing it 92, 94.
No, he never did. I know that. I can attest to that. Caught him all through the minor leagues and again in the major leagues. Phil Niekro, member of baseball's Hall of Fame. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One of my favorite people. Here comes Colon. Gennett held on that one. There's one of the few breaking balls that he's thrown thus far. And the count is full now, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Gennett looking for his first big league hit. Sends another one foul. Still a full count on the Brewers' second baseman today. Now the windup, here it is. Swinging a pop-up. Get out of here, ball. It is going to be off the screen. John Jaso gave that one his best effort. He ran into the screen, as a matter of fact. Helmet, mask flying off as he ran back to try and make a play on that one. He may have moved that first row of box seats back a couple of feet. 3 balls, 2 strikes. New sign. Colon says yes, and here he comes. That one is low and away, and he walked it. Gennett reaching for the first time on a 12-pitch at-bat and a walk. Good battle there. All right, here's Giovanni. I know he can hit a fastball. 2 home runs on the year. Driven in 3. And he's batting .208. I don't care how hard you throw with Gallardo, too. He can get the bat on the ball. Now the stretch. Here it is. That one's good, right on the outside corner. 0-1. When you see a pitcher stepping out to take a sign from a third base coach with 2 down, you got to say, hey, this guy's got to be able to swing it a little bit. The pitch, swinging a drive, foul. Back in the right field seats. Good cut at that one. 2 strikes and nothing on Gallardo. See if Colon tries to go in tight on Giovanni now. That pitch out and over the plate. Gallardo has some good hacks at that. Gennett, short lead, the pitch. Swinging a foul again. That pitch about belt high out over the middle, and he had a cut and fouled it back. Brewers 1, A's nothing. We're in the second. Carlos Gomez with a run-scoring 3-bagger. The difference in the game. Colon sets. Quick throw to first, and Gennett is back in time. Brewers have a run on 2 hits. The A's nothing on 1. Colon sets, deals, and he's got the outside corner, and that was a gift, I think. Gallardo called out on strike. Hitting over. No runs, no hits. A runner left. 2 are complete now. Brewers 1, A's nothing. Gallardo against Colon, and stepping in to call it for you now, here's Joe Block.
Thanks, Hugh. And the bottom third of the order coming up. Brandon Moss to lead off the inning. First pitch is a little low. Ball one from Giovanni Gallardo. Sogard and then Colon will follow. Brewers leading 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch and a curve in for a strike. 1-1 now to Moss. Left-handed batter hitting at .225. He's got 8 home runs, 27 knocked in. Infield shifted for him to pull. Segura playing nearly up the middle. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a chopper up first, foul. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ty Waller is the first base coach for the A's. Mike Gallego, a former A infielder, a Yankee. He's the third base coach. 1-2 from Gallardo. Strike 3 call. Throws him with the fastball. And Moss caught looking for the first out in the 3rd inning. 1 gone, and now Eric Sogard will come up. 1-0. Brewers lead it. Sogard, also a lefty batter, hitting at .258. No home runs, 6 RBIs. Stands in waiting. Lucroy sets up away, and the pitch. Swinging a ball line to left. Schaefer is there. He'll make the catch for the second out. 2 away. And now Bartolo Colon, the pitcher, will come up. 1-0. Brewers have the lead. Colon batting for the first time this year. He's kind of got a smirk on his face. He has not gotten a hit since 2005. Very seldom bats. He's been playing in the American League for a while. First pitch is in for a strike, taken all the way. Just had his bat on his shoulder. Didn't look very interesting. Gallardo ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Colon's not swinging again. It's down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't know if Colon's going to swing. He's pretending like he's going to swing. Kind of waves his bat up there a little bit. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Taken all the way. There's a strike right down the middle. 1-2 to Colon. A 111 career hitter. Maybe he'll defend the zone with 2 strikes. Let's see. Nope. Backing away from strike 3. And the inning is over. Colon just a spectator during that at bat. The inning is through. A couple of strikeouts for Gallardo in the inning. Another 1-2-3 frame. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Brewers coming to bat, leading 1-0. Catch up on all the latest sports, business, entertainment, and breaking news with the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, JS Online, and JS Mobile Apps. Aoki, Segura, and then Gomez coming up against Colon. Brewers plating a run on the run-scoring triple by Gomez back in the first. I want to remind you, your Wisconsin Toyota dealers, proud to sponsor the Brewers and the Toyota territory at Miller Park. Visit buyatoyota.com. Find great deals on all your favorite Toyota models. Aoki lined out to short his first time. Lefties have had a little better success against Cologne this year. First pitch is swung on, tap to first on 2 hops Moss Fields, and will touch the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out. In the third inning, 1-0 Brewers lead it. And now Gene Segura will come up. Now both pitchers have been very efficient so far. That's what made Scooter Gennett's 12-pitch walk in the second all that more important. Trying to get Cologne's pitch count up. That was only the 5th walk that Cologne has issued all year. Coming in with the best walk rate in all of baseball. He just throws strikes. Pretty much fastball strike every time. First pitch, bunt shown, pulled back, taken away, ball 1. Segura lightly tapped one back to the mound his first time, and Cologne could not field it cleanly, and so a base hit. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a chopper over the mound towards short. Lowry back in the bag of second, throws on to first just in time to get the hustling Segura for the second out. 2 gone, and now Carlos Gomez. He brought home the lone run of the game with a triple into deep center. Back in the first. 1-0 Brewers here in the third. Time now to take a look at our U.S. Cellular Text the Booth. Your chance to win Brewers tickets just by texting the booth, and may even read your text on the air. All you got to do, start your text with the letters B-R-E-W. Brew. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Start your text with the word brew, and then your message in there, maybe even your first name and where you're from too, just so we can say hello. And then 82783 is the text number. 82783. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul back. Fastball in on the hands. That might have been the changeup by Cologne. 1 ball, 1 strike. And if you want to find out more, go to BrewersRadioNetwork.com to find out more. Or the text rates to apply. 1-1 from Cologne. Swinging a liner to left. Cespedes back, still back, leaps and makes a catch on the warning track. On the run, Yoenis Cespedes robbing Gomez of extra bases. A nice catch for the A's left fielder. And the inning is through. The Brewers retired in order for the first time today. We're through 3. It's the Brewers 1 and the A's 0. just one hit, erased on a double play. He's faced the minimum through 3 and has needed just 33 pitches to get through the A's lineup the first time. So now Crisp, Jaso, and Cespedes here in the 4th. Crisp, the switch hitter, standing in left. Francisco in at 3rd, and the pitch. Curveball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Crisp with a 7-game hitting streak, 5 for 11 in the series. Now the 0-1 from Gallardo, and it's low. Slider missing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brewers not with Ryan Braun and Aramis Ramirez in the lineups today. Those 2 men resting their nagging injuries. Here's the 1-1 pitch and a strike. 1-2. Ron Renicky reiterating before the game that Braun with thumb concern and a nagging neck injury. Aramis Ramirez with that recovering from a sprained knee. Those guys, they need them in the lineup every day, the 3 and 4 hitters, no doubt about it. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's low. Curveball missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Crisp, and so he points out that the best way to do that is occasionally get those guys some rest and try to get those injuries healed as best that they can. Two balls, 2 strikes. Gallardo ready, and the pitch. Swinging a chopper, 2 hops to short. Segura on the run, throws onto first in time for the out, 1 away. Crisp retired on a bounce out to short. And let's step out 10 seconds for station identification along the Brewers radio network. I'm Joe Block along with Bob Uecker and Kent Sommerfeld with you from Miller Park. It's 1-0 Brewers here in the 4th. John Jaso the batter, the pitch, and there's a strike. Curveball over. He's the only batter to reach against Gallardo so far. He singled back in the 1st. Left-handed batter. Here's the 0-1. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slider missing. Julio Teheran of the Braves and a no-hitter into the 8th inning. Got broken up with 2 outs. Brandon Inge with a base hit. First one after 7 2/3 no-hit innings today. The pitch inside. Fastball missing. 2 balls and a strike. Teheran ended up going 8 scoreless innings, gave up just that 1 hit and struck out 11. Now the 2-1 curve in for a strike. 2-2 to Jaso. Jaso. As the long brown locks coming out from the back of his batting helmet. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. Still 2-2 to Jaso. The A's catcher out of McKinleyville, California. He was the guy that caught Felix Hernandez's perfect game last year. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went down and away with a changeup. And Jaso strikes out. Gallardo has fanned 3. And he has faced the minimum through 3 2/3. And now Yoenis Cespedes will come up. He bounced into an inning-ending double play back in the 1st. 1-0 Brewers. And for Gallardo, really an assortment of 4 pitches today, staying out of the middle of the strike zone, but still throwing strikes and getting ahead of hitters. He has looked vintage today. First one to Cespedes. There's a strike. Starting him off with a slider over. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation, AAA Wisconsin, reminding you, put the phone away while driving and use caution in work zones. One strike to the big slugger, and the pitch, a swing and a miss. And a changeup down and away, 2 strikes. Cespedes has been tough to retire in the series. He has a pair of home runs. Sizable and athletic looking. Right-handed batter. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Way up high with fastball 1-2. Fastball at 91 from Gallardo. And a lot's been made that, you know, his velocity down a mile or 2 an hour. But hey, if you're throwing strikes, it doesn't matter, and especially if you're mixing up your pitches. The pitch, swing and a pop up, foul ground, first base side. Betancourt will give a look, but it'll go out of play. Still 1-2. That's really the name of the game. You have to have some velocity, of course, in order to do some things. But for the most part, if you can throw like Gallardo has, his slightly above average fastball at this point, but today his other stuff is all working. Curveball, slider, even mixed in a changeup on occasion. That's going to get some guys out. He's ahead of Cespedes 1-2. The pitch low, slider missing, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gallardo into the motion in the 2-2. Strike 3 call. Throws him on the outer edge with a fastball. 4th strikeout for Gallardo today. And he has retired 10 men in a row. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Brewers leading the A's 1-0. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up, and the Brewers leading 1-0 over the A's. Jonathan Lucroy, Logan Schaefer, and Yuniesky Betancourt facing Bartolo Colon. And the first one in for a strike to Lucroy. And the pitch is up high. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Luke. Bounced out to third his first time. Colon delivers a strike on the outer edge. 1-2 now to Lucroy. Batting here, leading off the 4th, and the pitch. It's outside. Fastball missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Colon had 44 pitches through the first 3 innings. 12 of those and 1 plate appearance by Scooter Gennett. Both pitchers have been working quickly, very efficient today. The pitch. Swinging a liner, softly hit into right, a base hit. Jonathan Lucroy leads off the 4th inning with a base hit to right. And now Logan Schaefer is going to come up. Schaefer struck out his first time. Now he's starting to swing the bat. He has had 3 hits in each of his last 2 starts. Average now up to 242 overall. Schaefer now sporting the beard, starting to fill in. Said it's taken him a little while. First pitch is swinging a comebacker to the mound. Colon Fields waits for the shortstop Lowry to get there, and Schaefer long since beat out the relay attempt. It took a moment. It was hit so hard back to Colon that it took a minute for Lowry to get there. And so that prevented any chance of a double play ball. Schaefer at first on a fielder's choice. 1-6. Lucroy put out at second. And with 1 away now, Yuniesky Betancourt will come up. 1-0 Brewers. We're in the 4th. And let's get some of your questions today for Ask Uke. Ask Uke is presented to you by the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Your first choice for real-world learning. Visit uwm.edu. Pick off play at first, and Schaefer is back. If you want to ask Uke something, all you got to do send an email to askbob@jrn.com. Askbob@jrn.com. And if you want, put your first name and where you're from in case we read it. And we'll get to some of those a little bit later when we ask you. Here's the pitch. And a strike in there. The slider over from Colon. Uni has seen Bartolo a lot from his days in the American League. Hitting .353 in his career coming into today's game against Colon. Schaefer dives back into first on a throw over. Schaefer has not yet attempted a steal this year. He's on at first with 1 out. Brewers batting in the 4th, leading 1-0. Another set in the pitch. Swing and a fly ball hit well to center field. Crisp. Just shy of the warning track. Will make the catch. Schaefer's going to tag to second, and the throw is offline. He'll get in standing up. Crisp does not have a very good arm in center. Most center fielders usually have average, and some have below average arms. And in this case, Crisp way back on the warning track. An opportunity for Schaefer to tag up. So he's at second now with 2 away for Juan Francisco, looking for his first hit as a Brewer. Hitless in 2 trips last night. Bounced out to first his first time today. Left-handed batter. And the pitch. And it's down low, ball 1. Hitting at .234, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. Most of that is with the Braves. .1-0 pitch, and it's wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Francisco in his career very good against right-handed pitching. In his career, a .270 hitter coming into the game last night against righties, and slugging .476. The pitch is inside. 3-0 to Francisco. .476, pretty good. Starting to get up there at that point. So good power against righties. The lefties, he does not hit well. playing over at third base today. His normal position. 3-0 pitch up high and a 4-pitch walk. Another rare base on balls issued by Bartolo Colon. Colon had walked 4 men all year long. That's over 11 starts. And today he's walked 2. One of those men was Scooter Gennett, who comes up here. He drew a 12-pitch walk back in the second. Looking for his first big league hit. Good time here. Brewers leading 1-0 in the fourth, looking to add to it with Schaefer on at second, Francisco on at first. And the pitch by Colon. He is in for a strike. Gennett now the earliest born Brewer of all time, born on May the 1st, 1990. 3 years before Colon signed with the Cleveland Ball Club to begin his pro career. Here's the 0-1 pitch and a strike. Got a fastball in there, about belt high. 2 strikes to count. Yeah, Colon was graduating from Puerto Plata High School right about the time where Gennett was brought into this world. They fake towards second, and Schaefer is back. But Colon is ahead of Gennett. 2 strikes, 2 on and 2 out. Brewers leading 1-0 here in the fourth. The set and the pitch. Swing and a pop-up foul ground left side. Cespedes will make the catch. And the inning is through. Brewers threaten but fail to score. A hit, 2 men left. 5th inning coming up. Still the Brewers 1 and Oakland nothing. And the Brewers with a first inning run still holding up 1-0 thanks to Giovanni Gallardo's crisp first 4 innings. And back with you to tell you about the 5th. Here's you.
Rancho Joe and not Coco Crisp. Yeah, I'm watching Bartolo Colon walk off the mound. It's almost like a neighborhood game. He's talking with Juan Francisco going by, with Gene Segura. I mean, talking like, you know, so how you guys doing? How's your team? You know, where are we going after the game? Who buys the half barrel of Miller Lite? Giovanni opens up with a fastball. That one's hit foul off Lowry's foot, and it's 0-1. Just watching him work, and as I said earlier, he looks like he's in pain when he's walking around and pitching, but that's just the way he is. Bartolo Colon. I wasn't got a smile on his face for the most part. Or maybe it's grimacing from pain. Maybe it is. I don't know. One strike. Here comes Yo. Inside, he missed. Just watching him and Juan Francisco talking at the end of the inning, exchanging pleasantries. That kind of a game, 1-0. Gatto facing the A's for the first time in his career. Base hit in the left off the bat of Jed Lowrie. And Oakland with a leadoff man aboard. Second hit given up by Yo. And here comes Josh Donaldson, the third baseman. Brewers got a run back in the opening inning. That's been it so far today.
Yeah, Cologne's fun to watch, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just different.
Yeah, there's nothing racehorse about him. Almost like he's got a lunch packed and coming out here to enjoy the game himself. Throw to first. Lowrie back in time. Hey, we got a big night out here tomorrow, Joe. Johnny Logan.
That's going to be great.
Johnny Logan will be honored tomorrow night. Brewers Walk of Fame newest member. Longtime friend, swinging a foul back, former teammate. One of the truly best folks around. Been a long-time member of the Brewers organization. Regional scout. Johnny Logan's great years with the Milwaukee Braves, their championship seasons in 57 and 58. World's Championship. There's a strike on a beautiful breaking ball from Yo. But he's been a good friend and, as I said, a former teammate briefly in my early years with Milwaukee. 2 strikes. Long time big league player. And he's been a resident since those playing days. Check swinging a ball down low. Johnny Logan liked Milwaukee and made it his home. Get a chance to see John out here every once in a while. Tomorrow night he'll be honored. Happy to be a part of that show. Pre-game ceremony tomorrow night getting underway about 6:30. Swinging a bouncer hit towards right. And the A's are going to have runners at the corners. The throw from Aoki is cut off. Nope. Segura let it go through. In there at third is Jed Lowrie. Josh Donaldson took one the other way. Giovanni pitching him out and away, and he punched it past Scooter Gennett in the right field. Tying run at third. Lead run at first. There's nobody out. Seth Smith is the batter. How about a pop-up and a double play ball? That would be the book way to do it. Smith bounced out his first time up. Brewers infield is going to play back. Francisco wide of third. Segura shades towards second. Giovanni deals, and that one is too low and off the outside corner, and it's ball 1. Tomorrow night, the Brewers and the Phillies and Johnny Logan. First 10,000 fans, 21 and older, receive a Summerfest swinging a foul. Summerfest flag and weekday admission ticket. Restrictions apply. You must be in Milwaukee to do that. Visit Brewers.com for tickets. 1 ball and 1 strike on Seth Smith. Brandon Moss due next. Here comes Giovanni, and that's a strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Lowrie at third. Donaldson at first. And nobody out. From the stretch, The target, the pitch. Swing and a foul. Josh did get a piece of a breaking ball. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Smith, a left-handed batter. Came in today at .278 with 5 home runs and 24 driven in. Faced Gallardo 10 previous times. Into today's game with only 1 hit. Here's the stretch. Now the pitch. In the dirt, and a beautiful block by Jonathan Lucroy. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Saved a run there. Jed Lowry came in today, 1 for 5 against Yo. Brandon Moss, 1 out of 9. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ready to work. Here it is. Swinging a bullet to third. They'll go to second to Segura, and the return throw for another Charter Communications double play ball. A run scores, and this one is tied. That one goes 5-6-3. You can do that when they're playing hitters to pull and the left-handed batter. Segura was only a couple of steps off the bag. Francisco fired a strike to him, and they get Smith on the other end for the double play. Game tied 1 apiece. Here's Brandon Moss. Now the pitch by Yo, swinging a bouncer. Scooter Gennett. Nope, it'll be Betancourt to cut it off and take the play to end the inning. A's get 1, 2 hits, and leave nobody. Giovanni Gallardo will lead things off here in the 5th inning against Bartolo Colon, and the first offering by the right-hander hit the left. He got out in front of it and hooked it foul. He hit it way out of here. Colon got away with one that time. High fastball. Yo jumped all over it, but he hooked it foul. 1 strike and the pitch. That is low and away, and it's even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. You can count on your friends at Badger Mutual Insurance to make sure your auto, home, or business is properly protected. 2 balls and a strike down, missing low and away. Badger Mutual Insurance, protecting people's dreams for over 125 years. 2 balls on a strike. Here comes Colon. Giovanni, broken bat. Base hit. Dropping in front of Cespedes. He bobbled it again. And Giovanni is going to wind up at second. It's going to be a base hit, a single, and an error charged to Cespedes when he bobbled that ball. He tried to make a running backhanded grab on it, missed it, and then kicked it. I think he's still upset at that call by Hunter Wendelstedt. Got him looking at a third strike. Anyway, base hit for Gallardo. There's the lead run. Nobody out. And Norichika Aoki is the batter. And he's going to swing away and took one down low and inside. One ball, no strikes on Nori. He's lined out and bounced out today. Here comes Colon, swinging a smash off the glove of Brandon Moss. Giovanni will turn and hold at third now. Eric Sogard got to that ball. It was a diving try by Brandon Moss. It's going to be a base hit for Aoki off of his glove. And that is base hit number 1,500 in the career of Norichika Aoki. One of the best hitters in all of Japan, the Yokkol Swallows. And number 1,500 for Norichika Aoki. Ripping line drive. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Colon in a jam to pitch. Segura looked low and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Gene Segura's got an infield base hit and a run scored. Lead run at third. Aoki off from first, the pitch. Segura bounced to third. They're going to play for Giovanni Gallardo, and he's out easily. John Jaso took that throw from Donaldson, and they had Gallardo by about 10 feet. Segura got jammed and hit one to third. Here's Gomez. First and second now. Gomez, run scoring 3-base hit back in the opening inning. Colon deals, low and away, and a nice pickup by John Jaso. Sundix Food Markets donates $100 to the back fund for each stolen bag by the crew. When you see the red bag, you know it's quality. One tie here in the 5th inning. Gomez waiting. Colon deals, swinging a bouncer off the glove of Colon. It'll go to Eric Sogard near the bag at second. He'll tag second base and throw out Gomez easily. And Colon gets out of a huge, what could have been, big inning. First and third, nobody out. And he picks out of it. Big double play ball off the bat of Carlos Gomez to win. 6 coming up. Tied at 1 apiece. package at your nearest grocer. Here's the windup by Gallardo, and Eric Sogard looks at a strike, 0-1. With one of those great tasting Usinger's sausage in that bun, a little crisp crumb. Got yourself a dandy of a meal or a snack, whatever you want to call it. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and it's 2 strikes and nothing now. Bartolo Colon is due next. 2 strikes. Now the windup by Giovanni. Here it is. And that one bounced up there, blocked by Jonathan Lucroy. Ball 1 and strike 2. One tie in the 6th inning. The kick and the pitch. That one rides a little bit high and outside. Ball 2 and strike 2. Lucroy on the sign, sitting down low and inside. The pitch, swinging a bouncer, hit towards Scooter Gennett. Easy play for the Brewers' second baseman. 1 up and 1 down, and here comes Bartolo Colon. Striding up towards home plate. Strikeout victim his first time. Looking. Here's the windup by Yo on the pitch, taking a strike, and it's 0-1. Here is the 0-1 delivery, a swing and a miss. Yep, he had a cut. Two strikes on him, and the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, foul. Two strikes on him. Not like he hasn't swung the bat before. If he gets one in the zone, he's going to hit it. See if they go breaking ball here. Swinging a fly ball in the center. And he's carrying the bat with him in case he has problems with Betancourt. Gomez made the catch in right center. He hit it pretty good. Yeah, you guys in the American League, it's not like they haven't swung the bat before or done some hitting, and especially with interleague play. They take batting practice before they're going to work in a game during interleague play. Yeah, they get their swings. 2 down, top of the order now in Coco Crisp. Here is the windup by Yo, and the pitch. Showing bunt, took a strike. Portions of our broadcast brought to you by Miller Lite. Guys that leave nobody behind deserve a beer that leaves no taste behind. Whenever you have great friends and a great tasting light beer, it's not just a good time, it's Miller time. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Here comes Yo. That one dropped low. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Coco Crisp today. Bouncer to Betancourt, and then Segura threw him out his second time up. 1-1 on the Oakland A's center fielder. Here's the kick and the pitch. Too low and off the inside corner with a bender. 2 balls and a strike. Make your plans to come on out for the weekend, folks. 4-gamer against the Philadelphia Phillies. Willie Peralta and Tyler Cloyd open up tomorrow night. The pitch. Coco Crisp took that one down low and away. 3 balls on a strike. From the windup, Crisp sitting 3-1 and took one on the outside corner. It's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Switch hitting center fielder. Giovanni rocks back. Here's the payoff. Swinging a bouncer. Scooter Gennett again has the play, and the inning is over. Giovanni works 1, 2, 3 through the 6th. 5 1/2 are complete. It remains 1 apiece. Still tied at 1 apiece as the Brewers come on the bat here in the 6th inning. It's the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Karen Wire from Greenville is our contestant. Jackpot today holds $450 in a Woodman's gift card. Lucroy is strike looking, 0-1. Visit any Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings. That's Woodman's. Each additional home run in the inning worth another 100. Here comes Colon. Swinging a base hit to left for Lucroy. Lucroy leads off with a base hit. And here comes Logan Schaefer. Brewers put 2 on back in the 5th, 1st and 3rd against Cologne, and he got out of it. Schaefer today a strikeout and a fielder's choice. 0 for 2 on the Brewers left fielder. And the pitch. Showing bunt right back to Colon. He bobbles and throws in time for Schaefer. I think he wanted to make his play at second base, but he bobbled the ball, and Lucroy's in there. That's going to be a sacrifice. And here comes Bettencourt. Uni B, a ground out and a fly to Sutter. Hit one pretty good back in the 4th inning, but Coco Crisp ran it down. 1-1 tie. And Uni B stepping in. Colon has allowed a run on 6 hits. He's ready to work. Here it is. Swinging a soft fly to shallow center. Coming on is Crisp. And he'll catch it. Beautiful sliding catch by Crisp to take a base hit away from Bettencourt. Here's Juan Francisco, the third baseman. He's bounced out and walked today. Joined the crew for the first time and played yesterday. Deal with the Atlanta Braves. Left-handed batter in there. He has 5 home runs. Colon deals to him, and that one's hit down the left field side, slicing foul to the seats. 1 strike on the left-handed batting Juan Francisco. Lucroy, the runner at second, with 2 down now. From the stretch. Here it is. Swinging a foul again. He's working Francisco down and away. Bartolo Colon, his 12th start of the year today. 2 strikes and nothing on Francisco. Here it is. Swinging a fly ball again. Foul. Left field side, still 0-2. Two strikes, 2 outs. New sign, and he backs off. Now he's all set to work again. Lucroy, good lead out at second. Nobody close to Jonathan. It's all he wants out there, the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, first base side this time, but foul. Still 0-2 on the left-handed batting Brewers third baseman. Ricky Weeks out today. Ryan Braun not in the starting lineup, along with Aramis Ramirez. Getting the days of rest. And the pitch. That one is a strike, and Francisco looked. Watch that one go by. Inning is over. Leadoff base hit by Lucroy. He's left stranded. 7th inning's coming up. A's 1, Brewers 1. is on. It's a 1-1 tie. Colon and Gallardo are still on, and so is Joe Block.
Well, thanks, Hugh. And for Gallardo, he has faced just one over the minimum so far. 3 singles off him today. 2 of them are aced on double play balls. The only one that wasn't came around to score. Jed Lowry back in the 5th. Brewers getting their run in the first inning on a 1-out run scoring triple by Carlos Gomez. That's been it. 1-1 our score. Jaso, Cespedes, and Lowry 2, 3, and 4 for the A's here in the 7th. Now the first pitch from Gallardo is a curve low and in, ball 1. Jaso owns one of those 3 hits. He singled back in the first. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Slider missed. For Gallardo, just the 3rd time that he's worked into the 7th this year, but he's cruising. And 81 pitches, and that 2-0 is a little low. 3 balls and no strikes. Gallardo has not walked a man today. Here's the pitch, and a little high, a 4-pitch walk to start the 7th. First one issued today by Gallardo. To this point, he has pitched as well as he has in any start this year. But the Brewers have been equally puzzled by Bartolo Colon. Brewers with 6 hits, but still the single run. Here's Cespedes. He has grounded into an inning-ending double play and struck out looking. Runner at first, nobody out of the 7th for the A's. And the pitch, swing and a tap slowly up 3rd, and Francisco will have to hold on to it. It's an infield single, a swing and bunt up the 3rd base line. Cespedes is on at first. Jaso at 2nd now, and 2 on with nobody out for Jed Lowry. 4th hit for the A's, all singles today against Gallardo. That one didn't even leave the infield grass. Lowry has scored the A's run. And also has bounced out to short. He's 1 for 2 today, batting with 2 on, nobody out. And the first pitch, swing and a ball hit through the whole left side, base hit. Jaso will hold up at 3rd. That ball hit not all that hard, but perfectly placed right between short and 3rd. And after the leadoff walk, a couple of soft singles have loaded the bases for the A's with nobody out. And Josh Donaldson will come up. That pitch up in the zone. Looked like a curveball, kind of hanging out over the plate. And Donaldson, who's 1 for 2 today, will stand in. Rick Kranitz out for a quick trip. And now Michael Gonzalez, the left-hander, begins to loosen in the Mills Fleet Farm Brewers bullpen. Folks, we want to remind you, you can keep up to date with the Extra Innings app. It's filled with news and stats. Plus, you can share your favorite photos. Now in the App Store, the Extra Innings app, brought to you by Mills Fleet Farm. Bases full of A's here with nobody out for Donaldson. Middle infield's going to back up. Corners in even with the bags. They'll trade 2 outs for a run here. And the first pitch. And there's a curveball a little high for ball 1. If the ball is hit first or third, they'll come home first. If it's hit in the middle infield, they'll try to go second to first and get the out there. We're in the 7th, 1-1 tie. Here's the 1-0. And it's in the dirt, blocked by Lucroy. 2 balls and no strikes. I don't want to fall too far behind Donaldson here with the bases loaded. Nowhere to put him. Heavily laden left-handed portion of the order coming up. 3 straight lefties, Smith, Moss, and Sogard, to follow Donaldson here. That's why Gonzalez is loosening. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And a strike in there. Fastball over, 2-1. The set by Gallardo and the 2-1. Swing and a liner into right. That's a base hit. Jaso will score. Cespedes on his way home. The throw, the tag, he's safe. Got in just past the tag. Lucroy standing up, as was Cespedes. Lowry stops at second. It's a 2-run single for Josh Donaldson, and the A's have their first lead of the day. They lead 3-1. 4 straight men have reached to start the 7th inning. And here comes Ron Roenicke with 3 straight lefties due up, and the left-handed Gonzalez warming. Gallardo, who has yet to retire a batter in the inning, well, his day is done. The U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen has been made. When the Brewers make a call, they only use U.S. Cellular. Well, Gallardo very good through the first 6. Ran into trouble here in the 7th. And the Brewers trailing 3-1 as we'll return after this here on the Brewers Radio Network. Oakland, they now lead 3-1, and Michael Gonzalez coming aboard. And before we tell you about him, let's step out 10 seconds for station identification along the Brewers Radio Network. I'm Joe Block along with Bob Uecker and Ken Sommerfeld with you from Miller Park, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the A's 3 and the Brewers 1. Gonzalez to come aboard for the team leading 32nd time. He's 0-2 with a 2.57 ERA. 29 strikeouts in his 21 innings. Opponents batting .235 against the 35-year-old right-hander. Facing Seth Smith and now Chris Young will pinch hit. He will appear for the first time in the series. So Young, who we have not yet seen, he's hitting at 190. 5 home runs and 22 RBIs. A right-handed batter batting for the lefty Smith. Gonzalez is set. And the pitch. And it's in for a strike. 0-1. First and second. Nobody out. A pair of runs across. Gonzalez has delivered 12 consecutive scoreless outings. Now the 0-1 coming to Chris Young. Here it is, and a swing and a fly ball hit well to left and deep. Schaefer back on it at the wall. He'll make the catch, and the runners are forced to go back. Young coming off the bench gave that a ride, but the ballpark holds it, and that is out number 1. Young flies out to left. Lowry back at second. Donaldson remains at first, and the left-handed Brandon Moss will come up and bat. 0 for 2 tonight. 3-1 A's. We're in the 7th. Gonzalez has been pretty darn good after his first outing of the year that he gave up 3 runs and did not retire a batter. Since that first outing of the season, an ERA of 1.29. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the air to right and deep. Aoki back looking up, and this one's out of here. Home run. Well, so much for that, as Gonzalez gives up a 3-run home run to the left-handed batting Brandon Moss. And now the A's lead 6-1. That was a slider right down the middle, and this game has changed in a hurry. This inning started a 1-1 tie, a pitcher's duel. Gallardo had been just moving right along. First 4 men reached in the inning. Gonzalez, who has been so good, pitch, and a strike taken by Eric Sogard. He's 0 for 2 today, trying to bunt. Gonzalez has been so good, but he made a mistake there, and Moss made him pay for it. 3-run home run. And now 6-1 A's here in the 7th. Here's the 0-1. And it's outside. 1-1 to Sogard. Gonzalez has been used a lot. This is his 32nd appearance. The pitch. And it comes in and hits Sogard. His helmet popped off. Fastball. I think that got him in near the arm area. Lucroy out to just kind of calm down Gonzalez. Here's the opposing pitcher, Bartolo Colon. You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? Gonzalez hit him up near the shoulder. So he's at first with 1 out. Colon flied out to deep center his first time, and then his last time, I should say. His first time, he just watched. He tries to stab a bunt there and misses. Strike 1. 6-1 A's with 5 across here in the 7th. But for Gonzalez, he's on a pace to pitch in 89 games this year, which is rare air. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes. Pitch is taken up high. Throw down to second. Not in time. Sogard steals second. And it is his 3rd stolen base of the year. So now a runner at second with 1 out, and Colon trying to bunt here and gets out of the way of it. It's 2 balls and a strike. Going back to talking about Gonzalez appearing in a lot of games. 89 games, just for the record. Last 50 years in baseball, it's happened 14 times. Half century. Guys don't usually pitch that often. He's been reliable despite being used a lot. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Colon pulled the bunt back and took a cut at it. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gonzalez pitched yesterday as well. through 11 pitches, facing a couple of batters. 2-2 to Colon. Swinging a ball dribbled foul up first. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to the A's pitcher. Now the Brewers bullpen has been very good this year. One of the best in baseball. But they have been used a lot in the early going. And at some point it will tip. Here's the 2-2 swing and a miss. Colon will not attempt to take first base. He strikes out. First K for Gonzalez. And now with 2 away, back to the top of the order for Coco Crisp. And the A's have batted around here in the 7th. They've scored 5 times, leading 6-1. Crisp on that sliding catch he made on Yuniesky Betancourt back last inning. Seemed to come down hard on his hip. Was wincing in pain for a moment. If he puts the ball in play, we'll see how he runs here. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to short, and he's running lightly onto first, perhaps because he knew he was going to be out. I don't want to insinuate anything, but the inning is over, and the A's score 5 times, capped by that 3-run home run by Brandon Moss. 7th inning stretch time presented by United Association. It's the A's 6 and the Brewers 1. Seventh inning stretch time presented by United Association Union of Plumbers, Welders, Fitters, and Service Technicians. Quality training, advanced skills, and career opportunities. Join the UA. Go to UA.org. Chris Young stays in the ballgame. He'll play in right field. And this is Scooter Gennett taking ball 3 outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Pitcher spot due up next. Jeff Bianchi's out on deck, and then Norichika Aoki for the Crew, trailing 6-1 here in the bottom of the 7th, facing Bartolo Colon. Pitch, there's a strike. 3-1 now to Gennett. And the pitch. Gennett swings and lofts one into center. Crisp back on it though. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 1. Gennett bidding for his first hit. Lines out to center. 1 away, and now we'll see Jeff Bianchi be batting for Michael Gonzalez. Gallardo today went 6+, and his ledger did not reflect how well he pitched in those first 6 innings. Overall gave up 6 hits, 5 runs on his ledger. Gonzalez an inning And the first pitch a little low for ball one, and allowed a hit, a run, and struck out a batter. It just swung on, lofted into left, and over Lowry. It'll drop in for a base hit. Jeff Bianchi with a pinch hit single to left. Bianchi with his first pinch hit this season. And now here's Norichika Aoki, 1 for 3 today. That infield hit back in the 5th between Japan and Major League Baseball, totaling now 1,500 career hits, which is a pretty significant accomplishment. Left-handed batter facing the righty Colon at 85 pitches, and there's the first one in for a strike. For comparison's sake, think about what Ichiro has done between his years in Japan and here in the U.S. One of the best hitters of all time, nearing 4,000 hits. Over 3,900 for Ichiro. Swinging a slap ball to first base, and Moss, thinking about going to second, couldn't. Held on to it, and Aoki had already passed him. And so everybody is safe, and there's 15:01 for Aoki. Now the thought for Moss was, okay, I can go on to second. And Colon was getting off the mound to go cover first. He stopped, though, because Moss was looking like he was going to throw a second, and Colon would not continue onto the bag because he would step right in front of the throw. So there was no one at first. And now 2 on with 1 out for Jean Segura, who's 1 for 3 today. Brewers trail 6-1 in the 7th. And the pitch. And there's a strike. What else? Fastball over, this time a two-seamer from Colon. A's now getting Ryan Cook up, a right-hander in their bullpen. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Shallow center. The second baseman Sogard drifting back, and he'll make the catch for the second out. Segura pops out to second. First and second now with 2 away for Carlos Gomez. He drove in the Brewers' run with a triple back in the first. Our U.S. Cellular text the booth for today. A couple of folks listening. Tracy from Delafield catching the broadcast on the way back from Madison. Thanks for listening, Tracy. Seth from Reedsburg listening in Providence, Rhode Island today over the internet. Thanks for listening, Seth. Here's the pitch, and a swing to pop up foul ground first base side. Moss will give a look, but it'll go out of play. And strike 1 the count. JoJo in Lake Mills wants to know, is Jean Segura up for Rookie of the Year honors? No. Jean Segura surpassed the threshold for rookie status last year, so last year was Segura's rookie year. Not eligible for Rookie of the Year any longer. U.S. Cellular text the booth. There's the 0-1. Swinging a slow ground ball toward third, and it'll be a foul ball. It was off his foot. And so 2 strikes to Gomez. And the Brewers with those dark navy shoes. The A's wear white shoes, even with the gray pants and the dark green tops. They've always worn those white shoes. Well, not always, but since the days of Charlie Finley, their very colorful owner, owned the club 40 years ago. 0-2 from Colon. Fastball missed away. 1-2 now. Didn't miss by much. That was at 95 from Colon. He's 40 years old, and he can run one up there at 95 in the 7th inning for his 92nd pitch of the night. He's a medical wonder, that's for sure. Wearing his age on his uniform, number 40. He's got 2 on with 2 out. 1 and 2 coming to Gomez. And a check swing. He went around and he struck him out on a 2-seamer. 4th strikeout for Colon. And the inning is over. 2 hits, 2 left for the Brewers. Through 7 from Miller Park. It's the A's 6 and the Brewers 1.
Joe, it's Tyler Thornburg to work the 8th inning against the Oakland A's. Gallardo and Bartolo Colon, the starters today. Colon finishing the 7th. And Tyler Thornburg, recalled from AAA Nashville today, is on. All right, it's going to be John Jaso, the catcher, to lead things off. And the opening pitch, good for a strike on the outside corner. Thornburg replaces Marco Estrada on the active roster. Here he comes again, and that one drops off the outside corner. Strained left hamstring for Marco Estrada. Here's the 1-1, and that one is good for a strike. Off speed again, 1-2. Here he comes again. That one rides off the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes on John Jaso. Thornburg deals again, too low, and it's 3-2. 12 starts at AAA Nashville. Thornburg 0-7. ERA of 6.75, deals again. That one's hit foul against the netting. Still a full count. Thornburg, who made his big league debut last year with the Crew, deals again, and that one's line foul to the second deck. Down the left field side. Still a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jaso, Cespedes, and then Lowry. The right-hander deals, and that one's hit right back up the middle in the right center, a base hit. Jaso has his second hit today. He's been on 3 times. He walked and scored in that 5-run 7th inning. Game was tied into the 7th. He's got a big 3-run home run from Brandon Moss, 2-run base hit from Josh Donaldson. Tally 5 and lead 6-1. Here's Cespedes. 1 out of 3 today. Tyler Thornburg delivers to him, and that one's hit foul. Boy, he got away with one that time. High fastball, and Cespedes had a rip. Jed Lowry is due next. 1 on and nobody out here in the 8th inning. And the pitch by Tyler. That one drops low, and it's even now at a ball and a strike. 25,912 looking on here today. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here he comes. That's too high with a fastball. 2 balls on a strike. Gallardo today 6+ innings for Yo. 5 runs on 6 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 4. And the 2-1. Big swing and a fly ball into center. Warning track this time. Waiting Gomez. He'll catch it to throw back to second. There's going to be a play, and they got him. What a throw by Carlos Gomez, with Segura covering. Gomez caught that throw, and that rifle arm. He threw a 1-hop bullet back to Segura, who tagged the sliding John Jaso for a double play. What a throw by Carlos. That run all the way from the warning track, right on target. Beauty. 2 men around. Another Charter Communications double play ball. The tough way. That's the 3rd in the game for the Crew. Jed Lowry now takes a high fastball. It's ball 1. Now the windup and the 1-0 offering. That one's too high again, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Gomez has outstanding speed and one of the better arms in the National League. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, hit to left this time. Might be playable. It will be. Look out, Logan Schaefer almost overran it. He caught it in foul territory. He was racing to that left field foul line, then had to reach back to make the catch. Leaves after 7 innings. He allowed a run on 8 hits. He walked a couple, and he struck out 4. Jonathan Lucroy will be the first man to face the right-hander Ryan Cook. Portions of our broadcast brought to you by Usinger's Sausage. 130 years of quality in every bite. America's finest sausage. This one inside on Lucroy. 1 ball and no strikes. That great tasting chicken sausage. If you like hot dogs, wieners are outstanding. Polish, zesty Italians, the pitch. Big swing and a miss. And it's even on Lucroy. 1 ball and 1 strike. Little barbecue sauce, little mustard. 1 ball and 1 strike. Or if you like them just plain, they're good anytime, anyway. Usinger's. Lucroy chased one down low and inside. Ball 1 and strike 2 on Jonathan. Game 1 tomorrow against the Philadelphia Phillies of that 4-game weekend series. Here's the pitch to Lucroy. It's down low and away and getting by Jaso. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow night, Johnny Logan, former Braves shortstop and all-star, will enter the Brewers Walk of Fame at Miller Park. Honored in pregame ceremonies tomorrow night. Hope you'll be out here and join us to honor Johnny the pitch. Lucroy taps foul. Still 2-2 on him. Hits in the game are even at 8 apiece, but the Crew trails by 5. Now Cook deals again, and he missed off the inside. Tried to get Lucroy to chase one in there. Jam job fastball. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here he comes. Lucroy sends one in the air into shallow center. Coco Crisp is there, and that takes care of Lucroy. 1 up and 1 down. Logan Schaefer today has a strikeout and a fielder's choice for the sacrifice. He's coming up next. Cook is running, and from the stretch he deals one off the outside corner. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Now the right-hander deals again, and Logan Schaefer had a huge cut and missed that one. Breaking ball down low and inside. One ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Swinging a foul back. That one a little extra on it. At 95 miles per hour. A's heading down to Chicago following today's game. 4-gamer against the White Sox. And the pitch. Swing and a foul tip popping away from Jaso. And the White Sox out in the Bay Area. They swept Chicago in a 3-game set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a liner to the gap. It is going to be cut off out there. Good play by Chris Young. Schaefer retired, and with 2 down, here comes Betancourt. Two down, we're in the 8th. Careful on your way out of Miller Park today, folks. Getting around that time, traffic time, and freeways get a little jammed up around here. Betancourt, a strike looking, 0-1. Now from the stretch, here he comes. Yuni sends that one to the right field corner. It's slicing foul and back in the seats. 2 strikes, 2 down, and the crew is down. They're trailing 6-1 here in the 8th inning. Cook ready again and delivers. Struck him out swinging. And the inning is over. 3 up and 3 down. 9th inning coming up. 6-1. Oakland. The Oakland half of inning number 9. And Josh Donaldson is going to lead things off. Donaldson today, 2 out of 3. And a couple of runs batted in. He's also scored a run. The pitch to him is a hanging curveball, and that one is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Tyler Thornburg just recalled from AAA Nashville. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a check swing, and it's 2-0 now. Post-game show follows our broadcast today. Other scores around baseball. Today's remaining schedule. All of the action. Home run hitters. Starting pitchers for tonight's action to pitch. Swinging a line drive, base hit to right center. Aoki runs it down out there, and Donaldson has his 3rd hit today. 1 on with nobody out. Here comes Chris Young, the right fielder. Ninth base hit for the Oakland A's today. They lead by 5. Chris Young went out on a deep fly to Logan Schaefer's first time up. Batted back in the 7th inning. The pitch by Thornburg is good for a strike. Right on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Here is the stretch. And the pitch. That's a bouncer hit foul past Francisco. Third base line, 2 strikes and nothing on him. Chris Young batting .188. 5 home runs. He's got 22 runs batted in. Tyler Thornburg is running and delivers, swinging a pop fly foul and out of play. Chris Young spent time on the disabled list earlier. Activated May the 18th. 2 strikes and nothing on him. And the pitch by the right-hander, dropping low and picked up by Lucroy. One ball and 2 strikes. Chris Young has played all over for Bob Melvin. Played in right, played in center, 6 times out in left field. Been a DH a couple of times. The pitch. That is too low. 2-2. Playing in his 5th interleague game for the A's. Over that span, 0 for 13. Now the 2-2 offering. Here it comes. Swinging a fly ball into shallow right center. Gomez is there. And Chris Young is retired. 0 for 14 now in 5 interleague games. 1 down, runner aboard. Here comes Brandon Moss. Trying to get out of here. 2-1. And the pitch. Swinging a slicing foul and a jam job fastball. One strike. Now the right-hander deals again. That one's lined to a beautiful stab by Juan Francisco, and in trying to double up Josh Donaldson, he threw badly to first. Betancourt saved him in air. Brandon Moss lines to third, 2nd out the inning. Here comes Eric Sogard, the second baseman.
That was a nice play by Uni. He kicked the ball to keep it from going behind him.
That one had a little extra smoke on it, too. Francisco cut it loose. Kick save. And the pitch. It's good for a strike, knee high on Sogard. Today, nothing for 2 officially. Hit by a pitch. Back in the 7th. Here it is. Bunting foul up along third. Two strikes with 2 down. From the stretch, here it is, swinging a looping liner over a leaping Jean Segura. Sogard picks up 2-out single to left. Donaldson stops at second, and here comes Nate Fryman. Nate Fryman pinch hitting for the second time in this series. He's 0 for 1. All right, in there with 2 on and 2 outs. Right-handed batter waiting, and the pitch to him down low and inside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Thornburg deals again. That one's hit in the air into medium center. Gomez coming on, and he retires Clement to end the inning. Went out yesterday on a fly ball to center. Inning over. A's get 2 hits and strand 2 runners. The A's have brought on right-hander Jesse Chavez to work the 9th inning. They lead 6-1. They've out hit the Crew today 10-8. Big 5-run 7th inning is the difference in this one. Juan Francisco is going to lead things off. Today he's 0 for 2 with a walk. And the pitch by Chavez rides high and off the outside corner, and it's ball 1. Kicks and delivers again. This one hit foul. Even now at a ball and a strike. And the pitch by the right-hander is high and off the outside corner. Recalled from Sacramento back on May the 10th. Second time around with the A's. And the pitch. Swinging a pop fly, twisting foul, and out of play. Last time out for Jesse Chavez a couple of days ago here at Miller Park. worked an inning, allowed nothing. 2-2 on the left-handed batting Juan Francisco. And the pitch to him, swinging a bouncer, hit foul up along first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crowd today of 25,912. Strike 3 looking. Chavez threw a bender in there, and it caught the inside corner, and it caught Francisco looking. Here comes Scooter Gennett, looking for his first big league hit. And Chavez opens up with the fastball. It's hit foul by Scooter. Martin Maldonado is in the on-deck circle for the Crew. Here's the 1-strike offering by Jesse Chavez. That one drops a little bit low, an overhand breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here he comes again. Swing and a liner. Base hit. There it is. Scooter Gennett with his first big league hit. Line drive in the right center. And he's got it. Folks are standing here for the Scooter. Runner aboard with 1 out. And here is Martin Maldonado. And the pitch to him is down low and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Sooner or later, you gotta get it. Here's the pitch. Maldi took that one off the outside. It's 2-0. Scooter into today's game 0 for 4. And the pitch. Swinging a foul back by Maldi. Drew a walk today. Then a pop-up and a line drive that was caught, and then finally drops one in there. 2 balls on a strike on Maldonado. Chavez deals. Maldi took that one right on the outside corner out. It's 2-2 now. Maldonado winning, and the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Maldonado strikes out. Top of the order coming up now. Brewers down to their final man in Norichika Aoki. Nori today's got a couple of base hits. Chavez deals. Aoki bounces foul. Scooped up by Brandon Moss at first. 1 strike on the Brewers right fielder. Gene Segura is scheduled next. 2 down here, 6-1. The A's lead in the 9th. Chavez deals, and he's in there. Run on the outside corner. 0-2 on Aoki. Jeanette leads at first. Aoki slaps a liner to center, caught with another diving grab by Coco Crisp. And this one is over. Final score, A's 6, Brewers 1. Back with the totals and summaries after this on the Brewers Radio Network.